Boxing truth here. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the next great Mexican warrior, the heir apparent to Canelo Alvarez, and that's Jaime Munguia. Munguia is coming off another solid outing, another solid performance, dispatching, dominating Spike O'Sullivan, a tough guy, tough competitor who's been in there with some quality middleweights, has been in there with some good fighters, has lost to the best fighters he's fought. And he came to fight. He gave an honest effort. But Munguia showed that he's a player in the middleweight division, that he's working on some things, that he's trying to improve, that he's learning. And Munguia is already dangerous. Munguia is already displaying the type of talent and tools necessary to be successful at the top level, especially in the middleweight division. The referee did a shit job. Almost got O'Sullivan killed. Luckily, his corner was able to save him from further damage. But Munguia really has the potential to be a pound-for-pound level fighter. He has the potential, the tools to be an elite fighter. You can see it in his fights, in his performances. He's working on his head movement. He's working on his movement. He's looking to work on his defensive lapses. I mean, you see what he has though. He has good speed. He's got the size. He's got the power. He's got the athleticism, and he has the fluidity to really grow as a prize fighter. The sky's the limit for Jaime Munguia. After dispatching Spike O'Sullivan, what was a showcase fight just to get to his, just to test the waters at 160 pounds, see where he's at. And he passed the test with flying colors, and now is on to the next step, He should have gotten Spike out of there a little earlier, but if you don't catch Spike cold like Lemieux did, if you don't catch him cold like Lemieux did, it's gonna be hard to get him out of there. It's gonna take some doing once Spike gets warmed up. But I like what I saw from Munguia. He's on his way there. He's on the verge of becoming a potential great fighter. Has the ability to become the next Mexican star, and is really the heir apparent to Canelo Alvarez. I really hope Golden Boy and Oscar pull the trigger with Munguia and make the Golovkin fight sooner rather than later, because Munguia will retire Golovkin. Golovkin's on his way out. Golovkin is ripe for the picking. He's there for the taking after getting hurt and almost dropped by a Derevyanchenko, who's no lights-out puncher. When this fight was first discussed between the two, it was too early for Munguia. He was too green. Golovkin was a little too experienced. But now with a couple of years under his belt of added experience, his subsequent title defenses, becoming a WBO king, and now a contender in the middleweight division, he's already the mandatory for Demetrius Andrade. He has every right to enforce his mandatory privileges as a former WBO king moving up in weight. And he could fight Andrade next if he wants to enforce his mandatory right. But there are other options on the table. There's the Golovkin fight, which Munguia's team really want. They know Golovkin is there for the taking. And Munguia can definitely put a nail in the coffin of Golovkin's career. It will be a sensational fight, though. It will be a great fight. The clash of styles will mesh very well. It will be a fireworks fight, bombs away. Someone's going to get hurt, and it's most likely going to be Golovkin, as Munguia will be too young, too strong, too fresh. I mean, y'all saw the post-fight interview. Y'all saw Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins standing right in front of and right behind Munguia. They see what I see. They see the potential. They see that they have another Mexican moneymaker in their hands, and also a potential great fighter. All he needs is just to develop a little more, And once Munguia becomes a finished product, the sky's the limit. He really has what it takes to be a great fighter. He's got the heart, he's got the chin, he's got the speed, he's got the power, and he's got the fighting warrior spirit to really make some damage, to really make some noise in the middleweight division. He already called out the big boys, the Canelos, the Golovkins of the world, even called out Jamal Charlo, which will be another great fight in the middleweight division. Munguia is coming, y'all. He's knocking on the door and looking to make the statement in middleweight waters. He's the next great Mexican warrior to come, the heir apparent to Canelo Alvarez. Munguia will retire Golovkin if and when they ever fight. I really hope it's actually next, because Munguia will defeat Golovkin, will leave him of his IBF strap, and put an end to his career. Munguia, the next great Mexican warrior to come, on the rise, and he's coming fast. He's already dangerous now. Just imagine when he becomes a finished product. Golden Boy has their next star. This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.